if you're working on number 3 here, which is now covered up, this on the bottom you could change to, well, you could actually just change this. It depends on how you look at it. You might recognize the whole thing's equal to tan squared, but you could change that right there to 1 plus tan squared. Can you guys, if you've got it and you want to work on it on your own, do that, but can you stop talking for a minute or two here? It's going to help to change this to 1 plus tan squared on the bottom. But then, of course, you got to keep everything else. There's still a minus 1 there. There's still a sign on top. And maybe for now, I'm going to leave this as secant squared. It isn't going to help to change this to 1 plus tan squared. Don't get in the habit of any time you see secant squared, you change it to 1 plus tan squared. It's not going to help to change this one because it's already a single term. You don't want to make it into 2 terms. The only reason that this helps down here is because actually it is going to help get rid of something, because you have positive 1 and minus 1. How is that going to help make this simpler? They combine. They combine and you have this, right? On the top, if you were to change it to 1 plus tan squared, it's going to make it more complicated. You don't want to do that. Oh, yeah.
You got 1 over cos squared theta.
Rookie mistake. Secant squared, you could make what?
1 over cos squared theta. And then, sine over 1. Over 1.
Oh, here you want a 1 there? Okay.
Yeah. And then you got
Tan
sine squared theta over cos squared theta. Yeah. And then you can divide that and then you just get sine theta.
Well, I mean, you could do a bunch of things here. You might want to flip this over and multiply it first. I mean, you might want to flip this over and multiply it first. You might want to tidy this up into 1 fraction first.
It would just be sine theta, though, right?
You might realize that since both of them, the denominator of both of these is cos squared, you could times the top and the bottom by cos squared if you really wanted to, because you can multiply by something over itself. It's not changing it. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. Probably the one that the most of you have started doing is the flip this one over method here. I'll have to go down here. I am going to write a step first just to make it clear that I've combined the things on top. No. I'm just going to tidy that up first, because then it's really clear what you're doing. I didn't flip anything yet. Instead of dividing by this fraction, I am going to change it to multiplying by its reciprocal. Okay, that's just multiplying by the reciprocal. Cos squared and cos squared are going to disappear. And one of the signs are going to disappear, right? You have sine over sine squared.
Excuse the interruption. It's now time for our homeroom for distributing
and
report cards. If any teachers have not picked up report cards from the letter drawers in the office, they can do so quickly. And,
there you go. Okay?